Hi there. This is a new angle, actually. It's not the angle that I've used in years. Started out doing videos like this, showing DVDs and books and whatever. And start this new series, I guess. It's music that I've listened to mostly in the car, and that's CDs. So if you don't like CDs, I don't know if you want to watch this, but I got a ton of CDs right now to show, and then in the future there'll be about 10 CDs a time. These are CDs that I listen to in the car on the way to work, and I try to do these bi-weekly. No need to do them every week because I don't listen to that much CDs in the car. Anyway, let's start. A couple of these are apparently, according to Discogs, worth some money, and I might try to sell some of them, and who knows. This first stag is That Stag. These are a little bit more wanted, I guess. So these are pretty interesting. Starting off with this one. This is Lapsed by Bardo Pond. It's the issue on Matador Records. Price sticker's still on there. I need to get that off. I've heard their name being dropped in the vinyl community, that it's sort of psychedelic, neo-psych, or whatever you want to call it, but I don't hear it on this record. This record is kind of more noisy, very noisy. There's a crack here. I need to replace that as well, but this is an interesting CD. Nothing too spectacular, but I enjoyed it. Then this is Snapcase with Looking Glass Self. Hardcore, New York hardcore. This is something that I used to have way back. 93 this came out. This is the German pressing on Victory. It's an interesting album. It's not a great classic, New York hardcore record, but I really enjoyed it. Listening back to it, and again, this one goes for a little bit more than like €1. This was interesting. You hardly ever find metal on CD or on vinyl at Goodwill. These are all Goodwill, by the way. This is the death metal sampler. Came out in I think early 90s. Can't find it here. Maybe it's on here. I don't know. It doesn't say, but it's early 90s, and it's on Def Records, obviously, and it features these acts, which I've only heard of, that particular band and At the Gates, but this one I have. Pitch Shifter. But you got a lot of death metal and black metal here, and I really enjoyed it. It's really interesting. There's a booklet that shows some of the covers, I guess. Or, no, it doesn't show any of the covers, but it shows some information which album these songs came from. But I had to pick that up. Then we go to the pretty damn expensive records. These were all €1.50 or €1. This is Open Our Eyes by Earth, Wind and Fire. This is a US press. I don't know if it was released anywhere else, but this is from, I think, the early 90s. The reissue. This is a great album, and I really want this on vinyl, and I'll probably end up finding it, because I think it's cheaper on vinyl than to buy it new or to buy it on CD new. I don't make any sense. I'm sorry, it's early. Great album. Kind of a African sound to it. But yeah, looked this up, and it was like, okay, this is worth some money. So I'm not gonna keep this. I'm gonna sell this. Same goes with this one. This is the first radio album. Radio. Again, this was a €1.50. That's Ray Parker Jr. And I hope I can show it. It is a Japanese press, as you can see, and Japanese pressings, even CD-wise, my arm is hurting. They are worth quite a lot of money, especially when they're in good condition. This CD is in good condition. There's a little tape here, but again, I can change the cover. So yeah, this is a good album. I'm not gonna keep it though. And the last two of this little stag, this is OSIS by Cameo. Same story. This is Japanese press. This one was €1, and this is pretty cool. I like this. This is a good album, good sound. I only knew these guys from Word Up, but this is good. Sort of electro funk, late 70s, early 80s electro funk. Great stuff. Need to take good care of this, but this is the one that blew my head. It goes, someone is selling it on Discogs. Doesn't mean that it's gonna get sold for that price, but it's on Discogs for €118. This CD, this particular CD. This is Style by Cameo. Again, €1, but as you can see, it's Nippon Phonogram, so it's Japanese press. And similar to the Cameo-OSIS record, this is great electro funk, but I'm not gonna keep it, especially if I can try to find some money for it. So if anyone has any idea on, especially Dutch sellers on Discogs, you know, how much should I charge for shipping worldwide? Otherwise, I have to check it. I can find it, obviously, but I mean, if you're watching and you know, let me know, please. Okay, the rest of the CDs are not worth that much, but they were fun, and I might take them to King's Day in April and collect a lot of CDs and sell them there. Who knows, for $1 each, so I can get my money back. This is Dreadzone, Second Light, second album by this band. 1995, first album came out on Creation Records. It's sort of a mix of dub, electro, house music. It was interesting to listen to. It's not killer. I like the dub elements on here, but not really that interesting. Then, a cheesy one, yeah, Warren Cherry Pie. Listen to this back in the 90s, the title track, that is. Had to pick this up. This is from 1990, and yeah, the song did not stay as cool as I remembered it, because I thought this was a really cool song. It is an okay CD, pretty much what you expect from Warren. This is hair metal, but not the best type of hair metal. Another hair metal band or glam metal band. This is Gunther Roses. This is GNR Lies. Sort of a mixed thing. It has 4 tracks from 1986 and 4 tracks from 1988. This part, too much New York Dolls. This part sounds good, lyrically bullshit. So I'm not a huge fan of Guns N' Roses, but this was interesting to listen to. I think this is one of the earlier pressings. But yeah, I'm not gonna pick up Guns N' Roses. Some more metal. This is Avenged Sevenfold, self-titled. Yeah, I expected this to be harsher. I mean, mixed by Andy Wallace, who did Slayer, who did Nirvana. So I expected it to be a lot louder, but it's sort of a new metal type band that sounds a little bit like a new wave of British heavy metal band. Not my cup of tea. Definitely not my cup of tea. But it looked interesting, so I had to pick that up. And this one was good. Mellow Hip Hop Sessions, 2 CD set. Features Fuji, Jungle Brothers, Q-Tip, Common. Well, you can see the names there. And there's a lot more. Matt Villain is on here. 2 CD set. These guys who did these sessions with this sort of logo, they've done tons and tons of other CDs. Here's a couple more. Some of them are worth a lot of money. Some of them are worth not much. This one is, I think, is pretty okay in price. But I don't know if I'm going to keep this or not, because this is really, really good stuff. We'll see. Also found Florence and the Machine with Lungs. I thought this was more electronic, but it's not. It's sort of a folky kind of album. It's okay. I like Kiss with a Fist, but overall, it was not that special, I think. But that must be me. She gets named a lot, so I thought, let's check it out. Then we got Ryan Adams, Gold. Again, something I didn't know what to expect. I know Ryan Adams from Ryan Adams and the Cardinals, which is sort of more of a rock thing. This is a singer-songwriter, country, folk kind of thing. I enjoyed it, but not as much as I probably should have. But yeah, this was an interesting listen. Then something in the same vein, but I like this a little bit better. This is Lucinda Williams, Car Wheels on a Gravel Road. Yeah, this is from 1998 on Mercury Records. I like her voice. I like this type of version of country singer-songwriter thing. So yeah, this was something I did not expect to like as much as I did, but I did. Got a couple more. I'm going to try to finish this off within 15 minutes. Beastie Boys, this is the In Sound from Way Out. Sort of a compilation of instrumental stuff they did in the 90s. This is on Grand Royale. Great stuff. I prefer their hip-hop stuff, but this is good stuff. I don't think I need to explain who the Beastie Boys are, do I? Then we got Mena, Cause and Effect. I like her voice. I like her music. Not the most happiest songs that she creates. I think she's Norwegian. Very depressing songs, actually. The song that was most famous is All This Time, Pick Me Up song. And she does a cover of Kiss, I Was Made for Loving You, which is kind of okay. But yeah, if you like sort of sad, moody pop music, you should check out Maria Mena. I got two more. First up, Who is Jill Scott? Words and Sounds Volume 1. Produced by Jesse Jeff. This was a good listen. I hate this though. You got track 17 and then the next track is 44. So there's silent tracks in between, which doesn't make sense. Anyway, good soul music, R&B, hip-hop influenced. Good stuff. Vocal-wise, she sounds a little bit like... what's her name? Alicia Keys, I think. And then the last one, this is probably a classic, the Verve Urban Hymns. Keep seeing this on vinyl, not picking it up on vinyl though. This is the US press on Hot Records. I like the first track, Bittersweet Symphony, and I like The Drugs Don't Work, but overall this is, for me, kind of a standard Britpop album. It's a classic though, and that's the reason why I picked it up, why I wanted to hear it. I've wanted to hear this album for quite some time, but now I've came to it. These are CDs that I'm not keeping. But yeah, that's it. Gonna show a bunch of CDs in about 2 weeks time probably. So until then, if you like CDs, leave a comment. If you don't like CDs, leave a comment as well. Feel free to subscribe, and if not, then not. Okay, see you later. Bye-bye.